See it? Okay, you can probably see it from there to a Z over here, and then to a Z over here, and then I need it to about here. So this is the total length of the cable. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bend it here, just like that. But what I'm gonna do is, and for now, I'm just gonna wrap this around this handle, and I'm gonna try to steer the boat and see what happened there. See how this link will react to the steering wheel when it makes its turn to the left hand side. Alright, so you guys will be the judge of this. So let me try to wrap this around. The Z over here, I just used the coat hanger tied two together to make this Z. To make this cable go from here to over there, and then make a turn to over here, and then the hydraulic steering there over there. That hole there, so you can see. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn this thing. See that? Turn it over there, you know, and then turn it over here. So that's how it's going to function. And now I'm going to go over to the hydraulic main steering wheel and then try to steer this thing and see what happened there. Now the motor is in the middle position. And you can see this wheel rod is pulled to the middle there. Okay, so I imagine this motor is probably going to go to the middle just like that. And you can see right away already that this middle bar is already pushing against that motor, which is not very good. So got to think of something. Maybe this is not the way to go. You can see this. It's already pushing against that there. That is good. Down there is good, which is, you know, pulling over to the middle. This guy over here is pushing against this one here. This wall here, which is not very good. This long Z over here. So, you know, so I imagine this is gonna, as this motor turns to the right, that way, this is gonna push over to here, and this is gonna move over to there. As you can see, the two are squeezing together, which is probably not a very good idea. You can see the steel cable is already bent downwards, which is not good, because when this is the real 3/8 inch rod, it's not going to bend downward. It's actually push this back, so the kicker motor is not going to be able to make this right turn as this cable is pulled to the front. You know, so something has to be done. This Z may not work. In other words, this bend position may not work. I may have to think of something of this Z, how this Z should work. You know, maybe the bend should be like this instead of a real Z. Maybe the bend should look like this. A weak, not a real 90 degrees angle Z. Maybe I need to do something like not 90 degrees, but something like a 30 degrees or something like that, or 60 degrees angle, you know, Z to here and then to here, you know, so push it out to here and then to there and then push it to here. You know, maybe that's the way to go for this Z steering cable here. So that is the plan here. Steel bar Z is going from the hydraulic hole over there to here and then bend underneath this motor. You know, I don't know if there's enough clearance over here for this motor. That turn will come out to here. Probably it's gonna you know, so this wall is definitely in the way because the two motors are actually in different height. That is the challenge here. If I want to try to build a to here, probably not going to be able to do it. You know, so that's the challenge. If I cannot link it using this cable rod here because the height is different, then they have to buy something over here and have the link rod come over to here and link it to this guy here. You know, so this way they will be in sync. Instead of, so maybe I have to use the linkage in the back of these two motors instead of in the front, instead of the linkage in the front. Like that. You know, so that is the idea here. And probably that first try is not going to work. In other words, I can't link the front because the two motors are sitting in different height, as you can see over here. And you can see this motor, this kicker motor is actually a lot higher than the big Johnson 90 horsepower. So that's my challenge here. Okay, I just realized something. The big motor travel distance is almost 8 inches here. Okay, from the Baystar hydraulic steering. But the small motor don't travel 8 inches. Okay, from the most right to the most left is only 4 inches. So here I'll show you. You can see this is most right, and the middle is over here. And if you draw that line down, it's over here. It's about here, the edge over here. When I turn this motor to here, that's center. And over to here, that's the, again, that center is the most edge here, over here. So that distance, the motor from the most left to the most right, the travel distance is this. I'm going to take a measurement of this. And I think it's much smaller than 8 inches. And sure enough, it's about 6 inches, as you can see over there. You know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 inches from the most, you know, the outer edge to the outer edge. So it's about 6 inches. And the big motor is 8 inches. You know, just like what I measured from there. Okay. See that? That's 8 inches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's almost 8 inches. So 6 inches versus 8 inches. And they work. I'm going to remove my knot, and then I'm going to remove my outboard, and then I'm going to move this down by 1 notch. So this screw is going to go to this hole, and this screw is going to this hole. So I'm going to have to unbolt this, and also I'm going to epoxy this wood, and then the board will be waterproof. Otherwise, because right now I didn't even paint it, I didn't epoxy. So I'm going to buy epoxy, and then when I take this off, I'm going to epoxy the wood. This board here. Okay, so this motor right now is turning all the way to the right. Of this travels 8 inches for the big motor, and my small motor only travels 6 inches. So I should be able to leave 2 inches over here. So this way I have more room over here, and this cable, this Z cable, will not hit this wall because the more this thing turns to the right, then the less room I have over here for this Z cable, and I want to maintain as much space as possible for the left side of my boat when I look towards the boat. So this way I have more room for this Z cable to move around, or this Z steel bar to move around. So that's my plan for this Z cable. There you have it. So that's about 2 inches. And then when I come over, that's about 6 inches. For this Baystar hydraulic cylinder to go all the way from there to here, my small motor should be able to make a complete left-hand turn and right-hand turn. So my Z cable should be able to go. Let me drop this. Should be able to bend like that over to here. You know, should be able to bend from there and back to here. Maybe just an L shape like that. You know, from there instead of a Z, just do an L. So from there to over here, and then this, just keep it straight, you know, like an L, like that. So let me bend that a little bit.